Hi everyone, I'm Vashada Potluri and I'll be your host for today's Spark session. Welcome back to our 19th week of Spark session. And for the ones who do not know what Spark is a 41-week journey where we come together every Sunday to meditate, reflect, and grow consciously. Each week we explore different dimensions of life, from inner stillness to practical living. Well, before we get into our beautiful session, let's start with meditating and calming ourselves down. Sit comfortably. Cross your legs. Keep your spine gently straight. Rest your hands on your lap. Clasp your fingers. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and release. Now, slowly deepen your breath. Now, now, slowly deepen your breath. Become aware of your body, the space around you. Gently move your fingers, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Before moving on to the session, I request everyone to turn on their cameras to make sure the session is way more interactive and fun. Thank you. Now, while carrying the stillness forward, before moving on, let's listen to a video bite by Patriji.
We need to do meditation. I have been teaching meditation for the past 30 years. And before that, I didn't know meditation. I was searching for some X factor which will fulfill my life. परंतु 30 साल से मैं सभी को आध्यात्म शास्त्र बता रहा हूँ, ध्यान शास्त्र का परिचय दे रहा हूँ. It is my duty to speak about what I have come to know. And it is for others to absorb whatever they can through the skills that they possess, through the talent they have developed through lifetimes. Everybody has to, the final goal is to become a Yogeshwara and to a spiritual scientist. At the end of every chapter in Bhagavad Gita, you will see this is the science of spirituality. See, this is all science of spirituality. At the end of every chapter in Bhagavad Gita, you will find it. Iti Yoga Shastraha, this is a meditation science. Iti Adhyatma Shastraha, this is a spiritual science.
Building on this thoughtful reflection from Patriji, let's welcome our today's speaker, Dr. Rudra Tejana. He has always been passionate about understanding both medicine and the deeper nature of consciousness. After beginning his medical education as an MBBS student, he went on to complete his Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery, combining scientific knowledge with traditional healing. His lifelong interest in meditation and spirituality led him to spend years exploring consciousness, including periods of intensive meditation and solitude. Today, his work focuses on the intersection of medicine, spirituality, consciousness, and human transformation. In this session, Dr. Rudra Teja would share his insights and on this fascinating topic, can science and spirituality coexist? Please join me in giving him a warm welcome. I request everyone to turn on their cameras, please. Anna, you're on mute.
So, good evening, everybody. So myself, Rudra Teja. I'm a doctor and I'm from Karnataka. I've been meditating since my childhood, and for the past 6 to 7 years, I've been very intensely researching about meditation and its benefits and exploring so much in the spiritual journey. So, thank you for having me. Thank you, Varshita, for introducing me. And so today's topic, I chose this because many people are in dilemma. Like, is spirituality scientific, or should we believe spirituality? Should we believe meditation and all? So for such people, I have chosen this topic because there is enough scientific evidence in this modern age to make us believe that meditation is scientific. That's why Patanjali tells us to be spiritual scientists. Basic meaning from the Latin word of science means to know something. How do you know about it? You know about it by experiencing it, by experimenting it. Only then you'll know it. So that's how meditation is. If I tell about meditation, if I give so much long speeches, nobody will understand what is meditation, or even they don't reap the benefits of it. If I tell somebody the taste of the ice cream, they don't really get it unless they eat the ice cream, right? So that's how meditation is. That's how the spiritual path is. Unless we try meditating, we will not understand the results of it and the benefits we get from meditation. So I want to ask you all, do you believe meditation or spirituality goes hand in hand with science? Answer me. somebody. Don't feel shy. Sometimes. Okay. Varshita, you answer.
Um, well, yes, I do. But yeah.
Yeah. So we'll ask our host, Varshita. Do you believe science and the spirituality goes hand in hand?
I do actually. Because I think everything is related, correlated with everything in this world.
Yes, exactly. So let's today discuss some of the documented evidence in the field of neuroscience, quantum physics, and epigenetics. Now, in all these fields, how they have proven and with documented evidence how meditation is very scientific and what physiological changes happens during meditation. You are all excited? Or not? People are shy, Varshita. You have to speak.
Hi guys. I would just say that it's an interactive session, so it would be really nice for all of you to speak up or at least type it out in the chat box.
It's okay. Even we do such things. Yeah. So mainly we sit for meditation. When our thoughts reduce, we receive enormous amount of cosmic energy, and then so much of changes will be happening. We feel peace, happiness, and everything. So we will go to the background, how we feel peace, how we feel the happiness or bliss and everything. So basically, the chief organ in our body is brain. You all know it. So brain is the physiology of the mind. It is all science. You may feel it a little bit difficult, but I'll make it easy and I'll tell it short. So, brain is the physiology of the mind. Whatever we think in the mind, brain operates it and releases the related chemicals or what we call as hormones. Yeah, if you respond, I'll be able to. So, brain is the chief organ in the body which operates by the commands of the mind.
Yes.
In Sanskrit, the mind is called as Manas or the Manomaya Kosha. The physical body is called as Annamaya Kosha. So, whatever we think, so when we are in stress, brain reacts and cortisol is released. When we are in happiness, serotonin is released, so which is happiness hormone. So, brain is an electrochemical organ which controls the whole body.
Yeah.
When yes, so when we meditate, we receive the cosmic energy, and the mind is silent, and the whole body starts correcting itself. If all are visible, I can interact well. It feels like I'm talking to walls. So now it's good. Yeah. So brain is the chief organ. It controls the whole body. So when we meditate, our mind is silent. Then we receive enormous amount of cosmic energy. Then all our tissues get energized. Then our hormonal system comes in balance. So basically, scientists have tried this on advanced meditators. There is a device called EEG, electroencephalogram. So the electrodes are connected to the brain, and then they read the machine. They read in the machine. So when they see it, people who are always in the physical life, They are in the beta stage of mind. There are five states of mind, five states of consciousness, which is beta, alpha, delta, theta, and gamma. So ordinary beings are always in beta state, which is the lowest of all the states. And when people go into stress, anxiety, and all, they move into high beta. So when they move into high beta, the brain stops functioning. There is a prefrontal cortex, which is which deals with attention span, decision making, and generating new ideas and all. So when you are in anxiety, the prefrontal cortex stops functioning. So you really don't pay attention to what is going on, and you can't make a proper decision. So you might have experienced when you're in fear, anxiety, you can't make better decisions, right? So it's because of this. You move into high beta state, and then prefrontal cortex stops functioning. Then you ideas are not generated. You can't decide which is better and which is not good. So this is the thing. And then in who people who are relaxed and who are calm, they are in alpha state. And then who meditate for a very short period of time, they go into delta and theta states. Who meditate regularly for 2 hours or 3 hours continuously, they move into gamma states where they receive information from the universe. It has been recorded. It's not some jargon or anything. It has been recorded. So when you meditate, this happens. You move into gamma state and then you receive ideas from the cosmos. That's how authors write books. That's how even many scientists who have been discovered so much, who have invented so much, they tell this. Even Nikola Tesla has told that the ideas are in the cosmos. When we become still, we tune to that and receive that ideas. So the stillness is important. How do we go into stillness? Is through meditation. Because it's in my experience also, whenever I read some books, before that I meditate on it. So when I meditate for a specific time, I get the knowledge about that book. And when I read that book, I feel I know this. So it's all the download from the cosmos. So that's what all the scientists have been telling. So when you do more meditation, you're able to receive that and discover something or invent something. And then we'll move into endocrine system, which is our hormonal system. Speak up, guys, please. That's why I do always offline sessions, not online, because people should be interacting, asking. Yeah, thank you, Rishi. Yes. So we'll go into hormonal system. So pituitary gland is the chief or the master gland in our body. And hypothalamus is the master of master gland. It releases melatonin and everything. So when you meditate, you feel good. Why do you feel good? You feel happy. Why is it?
because of adrenal glands, it will
Yeah,
give
adrenal
happiness.
glands are related to cortisol. So when you're in stress, cortisol is released by adrenal glands. So then you feel stress. So someone answered it correctly. It's serotonin.
Only.
Serotonin is the happiness hormone. When you meditate, you feel happy because serotonin is released. I'm happy because serotonin is released. I'm always happy because I will always be in that state. When you meditate regularly, you always be in that meditative state, irrespective of your sitting and closing your eyes. So meditation is what? Chitta vritti nirodha. That means reducing your thoughts, reducing your fluctuations of the mind. So even when you're awake, when you're walking, if your mind is not cluttered, if you're not fluctuated, your mind is in stillness state, then serotonin is released. So you're happy always. Yes. So when you're in anxiety, cortisol is released. So you're in stress, and many functions are stopped because of that. Right? Open your mic, guys. On your mics.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. See, it has to be very interactive, not one guy speaking. It will be like a tape recorder speaking. We don't know if the person is listening or not. Yes. And then you have observed meditators generally look young than their real age. Why is that?
Asian genes.
Okay, nice. And then other answers.
because their body is taking cosmos energy while meditating.
Yeah, yeah, it's a spiritual reason. That's right. Yeah.
We are not science students.
Okay. So why is that? Is there is a chemical called DHEA. It's called as dehydroepiandrosterone. DHEA. So when you meditate, DHEA is released enormously. It gives you immunity, and it also fights microbes, and also it makes you look young. It's a de-aging process. Yeah. So when you meditate, serotonin is released, cortisol is reduced, and the DHEA is produced. DHEA increases your immunity and also makes you look young. So that's why Vikram is looking young, Yashwant is looking young, Ravi bro is looking young because they meditate regularly and DHEA is reduced. And here even my friends who are with me here. So that's the background. So we'll go scientifically. And also when you meditators don't really get any diseases so soon. Why is that?
Immunity is strong.
Yes, yes, yeah. Immunity is strong. Yeah. So immunity is strong because there is a kind of cells in our body which are called as natural killer cells, NKC. So when you meditate, NKCs are reduced. Oh, sorry, they are released and they fight the antigens. Antigens are the microbes, virus, bacteria, pathogens, and everything. So when you meditate, those are released and you become disease free. I've seen people who have not gone to doctors since 10, 15 years and all. There are like my friends itself. So that's the reason. Matladantra. Guys,
Okay.
I'm your friend. I'm your age. I'm not a professor. Vikram.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yes. So, and then there is release of endorphins. So the endorphins are released in athletes and who does regular exercises, which make them stay healthy, fit, and happy. Even in meditators, endorphins are released. So meditation is something which changes the whole physiology of our body. It changes the neurology of our body. It alters the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system of our body. And then there is a concept called as common resonance. Common resonance is there is a particular frequency where the earth and all the living beings are in synchronicity. And the frequency is 8 cycles per second. But when we are stressed, we go into beta state, and when we watch TVs, mobile, social media, our emotions are altered, and we are out of that frequency, which is a natural frequency. Even the earth has that 8 cycles per second, even our nervous system and every life form has that same frequency. So when we are doing all these other kinds of activities, stress, computer, mobiles, and social media, we deviate from that frequency, the base frequency, and then we're in out of tune. When we meditate, our frequency matches with the earth's frequency, matches with all the organisms on the earth. We come in tune with that. Then we feel harmony. You might have seen people saying, I feel oneness with the universe, I feel oneness with the trees, animals, the earth, and all, because of this thing. And then there is another hormone which is released only in meditators. It's not released in other human beings. So we have this bodies, 5 bodies, right? Physical body, etheric body, mental body, causal body, and the spiritual body. This spiritual body in Sanskrit is called as Anandamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. So scientists, when they did this research on advanced meditators who have been doing since a very long time, since 5 to 6 years, they've recorded this, the release of a peculiar hormone which is not released in other people. Then they asked them, what is that state? In which state did you go that made you release that particular hormone or the chemical? And then they told that there is a body in spirituality which is the fifth body that is called as the Anandamaya Kosha. When they are into that state of consciousness, that chemical is released. So the scientists named it as Anandamide or Anandamine. So you know, nephrin, epinephrine, like that. They named it as Anandamine. If you want to be blissful, you have to meditate. Not just serotonin, even Anandamine is released. Serotonin is just a happiness hormone, but the Anandamide is bliss hormone. There is a lot of difference between happiness and bliss. Happiness is a very tiny thing, very minimal thing, but the bliss is something immeasurable. I'm sure many might have experienced this because everybody are advanced meditators here. Vikram has been doing since a very long time, even Ishant and all. So Anandamine is released in the advanced meditators. Yes, happiness is based on reason, but bliss is not based on reason. That is very right. Happiness is released when you are happy due to some reason, and also in meditation. But bliss happens when you are in tune with your higher bodies, when you are connected to your higher self. Only then it is released. That's why Vedanta calls it as Sat Chit Ananda. That means your true self is not this body, your true self is not this mind. You are Sat Chit Ananda. That means your existence, your consciousness, and your bliss. That's why you feel that bliss. In my experience, if I tell we don't feel the bliss, we are the bliss. There's a lot of difference between that. We don't feel the bliss, we are the bliss. That's why the true self or the Atman or the Brahman is the existence, consciousness, and bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. When you move into higher states of consciousness, you take the cosmic energy, your body is purified, your mind is purified, and then your chakras start rising. Shall I go deeper into spiritual science? Not, not spiritual science, deeper into spirituality.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll make you happy permanently. So even if you undergo a breakup, or if your parents or friends scold, or if you go into sadness or anything, you remember your true self, which is unaffected by anything in this world. Maatladandra. Guys, make it interactive.
Yeah, yeah, sure, Rudra. You are giving such a beautiful knowledge that we are taking inside.
Yeah, Maatladandra. That's why, guys, I take so much of offline classes, but I don't really take online because so we'll go into deeper spirituality. So the basic question one has to ask is, who am I? We should know who am I. Then we can do anything in this world. We will know our true potential. See,
Okay.
Yashwant is in Mauna. It's fine. So others speak up.
How to know who I am?
Saurabha, hey, Sai Krupa, hey. ఇది లెక్చర్ లా ఉండకూడదురా నేను
Yes.
లెక్చర్ ని కాదు
Teach how to know who am I?
యా హౌ టు నో హూ am I. So I'll just think about it. Whatever you know about yourself till now is gathered knowledge.
From somewhere books or something
Yes, yes.
related.
So you have
Information.
spent your life 25, 30, 35 years of life, and everything you know about yourself is just memory, right?
Yes.
You say, I am this, I am this, I do this, I do that. So everything has been accumulated over these years, and you gain that ability and you have that memory. So that memory is creating the me. Vikram, if you question, you have lived to 27, 28 years of life, and everything you know about yourself, is just that memory and the experience. Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you before taking this birth?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to
So.
ask that questions. I had this question when I was 19 to a little bit share my journey. So I was very
Mm-hmm.
ambitious since my childhood. Whatever was highest in this universe, I wanted to achieve that. So my dad told to become doctor. I studied hard and I cracked the seat, but that didn't give me satisfaction. And then I thought, reading all these billionaires books and all, I thought of entering business and doing something big. But that question came in my mind that who am I? Even my name was kept by my parents. Whatever I knew in this 19 years of life is just which has been practiced, which has been told by others,
Yeah.
right? So I really wanted to know who am I, and then that made me interested. I was meditating since my childhood, but it gave me more motivation to do meditation. Why did Buddha leave all his palace, his great prosperity and all? Because he found something to find. He found that there is something which he has to find which gives him meaning, right? So that made him start meditation. So that's how I came into meditation. And I mean, my seeking got very intense. I started meditating. I was having so many of the experiences, third day, astral travel, and everything. Initially, I used to get doubt: is this imagination or is this real? We all get it because we are all our pattern is like that, or we have been conditioned by the society in that way, right? So I started meditating. I used to have so many experiences, astral traveling and all. But I used to get that is it real or is it my imagination? Then I used to uh, travel to Himalayas or Manas Sarovar, some places. And then I used to come back and chuck on Google, YouTube, the images of that place. It was all very matching. So then I realized all this is true. That's how you should experience. You should experiment,
Okay.
right? You have to not believe blindly. There is one saying, if rejecting everything blindly is unscientific, and even believing everything blindly is also unscientific, right? If you believe something blindly, it is unscientific. Even if you reject something blindly, it is also unscientific. You have to experiment it by yourself. Only then you'll know that thing, right? So I told you, whatever you know about yourself is just a memory. The memory is creating the me. Even you might take your past lives and all. Even that is a memory, right? So when you meditate, you take the cosmic energy, you know all that thing, Nadi Mandala Shuddhi and everything. But what are we really? You might have astral traveling, third eye, and so many other things. But knowing who am I is the essential question. That's what Ramana Maharshi had told it. We should know who am I. So body is always changing. 10 years back, you were having a certain shape and everything. Now it's different. In future, 20, 30 years, it will be different. Even your thoughts are changing. That means your mind is also changing. But there is an observer which is not changing, who is noticing all this change. And even in science, it's called as observer effect. So you know the atom, protons, electrons, neutrons. So the అందరికీ తెలిసిండొచ్చు the double slit experiment. So it's in high school. So atom is a particle,
Yes.
but
Yes.
atom also behaves like a wave.
Okay.
So the scientists projected an atom and they saw that the atom was behaving like a particle. But they kept a detector at that time. When the detector was removed, atom was behaving like a wave. That means atom is aware that somebody is watching me, right? So when somebody watches, when the detector is kept, there is an observer. We have 5 minutes left. We'll finish it off very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So when there is an observer, atom, the wave is collapsed into the atom. So atom is aware that somebody is watching it. Otherwise, there is no atom. There is just waves. That's what scientists call that as unified field or the quantum field. So when you go deeper, there are leptons and quarks. Those are subatomic particles. So when you go deeper than that, there is just consciousness. So from the quantum physics point of view, consciousness is fundamental. Upon that, the universe is built. Is it difficult to understand?
No,
No,
I
not
like
at
it,
all.
but it's okay.
Imagine that there is only just space, just space with full of life and energy. And on that, atoms emerge, and then molecules, planets, universe, everything is emerged. But in the background, there was just that space, that conscious space, unified field or the quantum field. So that is you. That is our real nature. That's what Upanishads tell us, Pragnanam Brahma. Brahman is the ultimate reality. Pragnanam is the consciousness. Your body is changing, your mind is changing, but your consciousness is not changing. Right? Your mind is active now. When you sleep, your mind is not active. But when you wake up, you tell, I had a very good sleep because there was just that consciousness. So Upanishads call it as Jagrat Swapna Shushupti. Shushupti is the deep sleep state. And then when you go beyond that, there is a Turiya state, which is pure consciousness. So you just experience it.
Mhm.
Your body is always changing all the life, and your mind is always changing. But the consciousness behind it is not changing. This is from the Vedantic perspective. That's what quantum physics tells and also neuroscience tells. In the yogic system, when you meditate, all the chakras get activated. When you reach the Sahasrara, you feel oneness with the universe because you transcend all your bodies, the physical, etheric, mental, astral, causal, supracausal, and you universal body, and then you come to that nirvanic state. You are in one with the ultimate consciousness. Then you are not a limited being, you are eternal. Your body has birth and death. Your mind has birth and death on the subtler levels. But the consciousness has no birth and no death. It is ever existing. The consciousness does not undergo any change. The consciousness is infinite. So that is our real nature. I
Actually,
think,
Tej, I
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
for what you were saying, like consciousness, the Buddha says that is unconditional phenomena. The
Yeah,
Buddha
because
says phenomena is never
this is the trick here.
yeah.
Buddha says it is unconditional or unconditional phenomenon or emptiness
Yeah.
because when I say consciousness, you try to imagine that.
Yeah.
You should not imagine it. That's why he tells it's emptiness or shunyam. Because the Vedanta or Shankaracharya yogis tell it is chit. That means consciousness, Sat Chit Ananda or Brahman.
Yeah.
But the Buddha tell it is shunyam because you have to not try to imagine it. Whenever you imagine, you are still in the state of mind.
Yeah.
But you have to transcend the mind. Mind is a limited thing, but the consciousness is unlimited. So when you transcend the mind, you become the consciousness. You are the consciousness. Then you feel you are unlimited. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not even the subtler bodies, astral or causal or anything. You are just a pure consciousness. Unlimited, immeasurable, always blissful. That's what the Upanishads have told. That's why Buddha told Shunyam because you should not imagine it. That's why there is a quotation by Bodhidharma. He tells Buddha speak of void dharmas in order to destroy your views and imagination. If you try to imagine a void, it's again your mental projection. It's not the real void.
We have to experience, not imagine.
You have to experience it. So Bodhidharma tells it. Buddha speak of void dharmas in order to destroy your projection. But if you attach to that projection, you are someone no Buddha can change.
That is called conditioned phenomena. Attachment is
Yes.
conditioned
So
phenomena.
if you believe you're in that shonyam, if you imagine you're in that shonyam, that's your imagination, that's your projection. and nobody can change it. That's why Patriji has told only Anapanasati, because all that imaginative techniques, all that thing makes you stuck in the state. But when you do Anapanasati, you transcend the mind very easily. That's why it is the best technique possible. That's the easiest and the best technique. I have tried 112 techniques in Vignan Bhairav Tantra. I've done all those techniques, but with my experience, I tell this is the best and the easiest technique. Right? So the Buddha's way of telling is different, and the Upanishadic sages' way of telling is different. That's why there's a quotation called Ekameva Satyam Vipraha Bahuda Vadanti. That means the truth is one. The wise man who has realized the enlightened beings tell it in a different form. So Buddha tells it as Shunyam. The Shankaracharya and the yogis tells it as Purnam or Chaitanyam. Patriji tells us Chaitanyam, that is consciousness. And the scientists tell it as unified consciousness. Neuroscience tell it as consciousness. Right? And the Christians tell it as Father. Jesus tells, I am the son of my Father, but the Father and me are one. That means I come from that infinite consciousness, but I and my Father are one indicates that I and that consciousness is one. Right? So there is a quotation by a Sufi saint called Rumi. He says, I searched you in thousand different places, but when I lost myself, I found you as my real self. That means we believe we are this limited entity, the ego. But when we give up this limited entity, we become one with that infinite consciousness. We are limited now. When we transcend this limited entity, we become one with that infinite consciousness. So this is what the ultimate reality is. This has to be experienced. It, now it is an intellectual discussion. We get nothing from intellectual discussion. That's why practicing meditation is very important. It might help you that there is something which is infinite, which is the final goal of meditation. So I just gave you the blueprint. So many people are caught up in experiences, third eye, and all those things. But that is not the goal. When you chase experiences of visions and everything, you get trapped. So we should not chase experiences. This is the final goal. So when you reach that, you're always you feel infinite. You are not stuck in this body. I am telling with my experience. So when I had this when I was 19, I literally felt I am one with the universe. I'm not this body mind. And also you get many small powers also. You get your intuition enhanced. You can see somebody's thoughts and all. But these are all like side effects of meditation. But main goal should be to realize who am I. So my speech will be boring. Actually boring. I have people should have asked questions. I should answer. That's how I love it.
Very nice.
Oh no, I know about myself. So please ask questions. I'll answer.
It was really very good session, Rudra. We have got very good thoughts on this about the spirituality and the science.
So yeah,
So I
somebody
have one
asked me.
question. If it is,
Yeah.
yeah, you can continue. If there are any questions, then I'll ask later.
So somebody asked me how many hours did I meditate and all. So since my childhood, my mom tells me, even I remember when I was in the UKG first standard, I used to sit for 40, 45 minutes and then I gave up. I used to go for martial arts classes, karate, kung fu and all. That's also a kind of meditation because when you perform martial arts, there is a stillness in it. So that's a kind of meditation. And I was dancing in my school days. That's also a kind of meditation. And during my karate classes, my teacher used to teach me Anapanasati. I used to meditate. Even art is meditation. Preeti has told. Yeah, everything can be converted into meditation when there is a stillness in the background. So, Rumi tells, when the mind is still, the whole universe surrenders because you become one with that universe. Whatever you think, it starts happening. So, I'll answer this question. So, there was a time when when I was asking myself, who am I? So then I started meditating. Then I was not in PSSM, not in Paima. I got a book called as Vignan Bhairav Tantra. It had 112 kinds of meditations. So there was lockdown, first lockdown. Then I was meditating in the initial days. I used to meditate for 6 to 7 hours because my goal was only to become like Buddha. Buddha had achieved it. Why can't I achieve it? That question was really there for me because I'd seen everything. uh, I, I had achieved what a normal person can achieve, but I wanted something bigger. So from childhood, I was very ambitious, and whatever was the highest thing, I wanted to achieve it. And Buddha told getting enlightened is the highest thing. So I then decided, why can't I become enlightened? Then I started meditating. There was nobody to teach, nobody to guide. Time ainda. You're okay, right?
Yeah, sure, it's okay.
Yes. So,
That is Nibbana, no? Nibbana.
yeah, in Pali language, it's called as
Pali language.
Nibbana. In Sanskrit, it's called as the Nirvana. I started meditating. Initially, I used to get experiences, but I had nobody, no spiritual friend, no mentor, no teacher to discuss. And my friends were coming to my home telling me that you have to do this in old age, not now. I didn't have any spiritual friends, right? They were trying to deviate me. So then I told my mom, whoever comes, tell them I'm not in my home. And then they started calling me. So I removed my SIM. I put my phone SIM separately in my cupboard. For a few months, I didn't use my phone because I just wanted that experience what Buddha had. So that was the provoking factor or motivating factor. So I went on my terrace. I lived like a monk in those times. So there was a tree which was giving shade. I was just sitting there 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours continuously. Somebody called it as a spiritual addiction. Okay, that's also good thing. You have to be addicted here so that you don't go into bad addiction. So I started meditating, and what you said as nibbana, that's a permanent experience. But the temporary experience of it is called as satori.
Yeah, Satori.
Satori, where you feel oneness with the universe or anything, whatever it is. So when I used to have that many experiences, this is very true. You might think whatever it is, because everybody are my friends, I'm sharing it. So there were whatever range I could see, there were all trees there. And whenever I entered that state, all the trees used to wave. So whenever I had an experience, the trees used to wave wind. Then I had this question: why is this happening? The moment I get that experience, the nature is responding. Because I asked myself, I had no teacher, I have no spiritual friends. I want validity for my experience. So whenever I had an experience, the nature used to react. So that's how I was convinced that this experience is true. So it is called as satori, where you feel oneness with the universe for a very little time, for few seconds. And then I continued my journey. I was meditating, and it's all very. You might think it is unbelievable. My body was levitating. My journey became intense, and I was meditating for whole day. I used to take breaks. Even then, I used to do walking meditations and all. So I only wanted what Buddha experienced. So I was just meditating, nothing else. If my mom brings food, I used to eat, or else I used to just sit in meditation with some shawl wrapped around. Those were like I was living like a monk then. Then my body started levitating from ground for a few inches and everything. My once my mom saw it and she got scared. Something supernatural is happening. He might leave my home. He may become monk and all. But I assured them I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay in home and practice meditation. I just didn't stop. I was getting so many third eye visions and astral travel experiences. I was doubting it if it is true, if it is not true, and all. So once I traveled to Manasarovar deliberately, and then I came back and I checked on the internet. I had not seen Manasarovar previously, and the image was very apt. I mean, it was very right, deep, pin to pin. Everything was right. So that made me, motivated me to continue. And then whenever I see some people, I could read their thoughts and all. That was happening, but it is very disturbing. You should not read those things. I stopped it. But my journey continued, and in few days, I was able to see disembodied beings. I was able to speak with them, and I have my own experience with my grandmother. After dying, I could guide her and all. And many people were doubting about my visions and all. Were your parents supportive of your journey? Yes, my parents were supportive, and also I didn't neglect my college and my studies. And those two lockdowns really helped me to meditate. Yeah, my parents were supportive. And then there is one incident I would like to share. In my UG days, where you a good student. Yeah, I finished. Now I'm a doctor. I'm practicing. So in my initial days, in my third year, we were sent to mortuaries for forensic. We had a subject called a forensic science. If you're అంటే కొంచెం భయపడవచ్చు కొందరు, but I'll share. So my friends challenged me, like you're doing meditation. If you're really uh, having some power, or if meditation is really powerful, you prove us. So daily we used to go. It was sixth or seventh day. Daily bodies were coming, accident cases or hanged cases and all. So we used to dissect it and investigate it. That day, till then, no children body had come. So my friends challenged me. Today you have to tell in prayer which body will come and how many days prior he died. So they gave this challenge. So I just meditated for a few minutes and I was able to see it. I saw a younger guy who would be around third standard, and I saw an astral entity guiding him. So I told them the boy is 3 years old. He was very fat. He was very fat, and I told them he was fair skin, third standard, and he's a very fat guy. I told these 3 points. And one more point is recently I had read the book called as I read the book of Lobsang Rampa. He told when a person dies, after 3 days, an astral entity comes and guides him and takes him to the higher world. So at that moment, I saw that entity coming and taking him to the higher world. Based on this, I told them he died 3 days ago. So they wrote all the points and we went to that mortuary. And then we asked that person who does this thing, we asked them, what is the case today? He told third standard boy died 3 days ago. He drowned in a lake and he died. So my friends all were shocked. So such things happen. You can really see, you can help entities, and personally, your life will be better with meditation. I'm not a good speaker because in group discussions I can speak well. This is one way. Very sorry if it was not in a linear fashion.
No, this is amazing.
So these are some of the experience. And in my somebody asked me if you're doing well. Yeah, I was doing well in college. Also, I used to do daily morning meditation. Whenever a person uh, meditate, he can see future. He gets a glimpse of it. So I used to see what professor will come to take class, what who will not come, who will come. I could see all these things, and I would only go at that particular hour. My friends used to tell me, "Do you really know before?" Because till now no classes had been conducted. So these are the tiny experiences. And recently there was Iran war and petrol prices were hiked, right? So I went to the petrol station. There was this intuition, full tank వేయించు అని. But I was not believing my intuition. But I put petrol of 200 rupees. And again there was intuition, full tank, full tank, full tank. Again I did for 500. Again there was intuition, full tank, full tank. So I told that Anna, get the full tank done. He was asking me, do you have anybody in the petrol station? Do you have anybody who you know in petrol station? I said no. Why? I asked why. Why? He said tomorrow morning petrol prices will be hiked. So I did the full tank, and the next day morning it was raised by 6 rupees. So ఇవన్నీ చిన్న చిన్న ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అన్నమాట. So there are uh, bigger ones. I'll tell some other day. If you have some questions, you can ask me. Do you succeed in sharing the concept of meditation or spirituality to your friends? Yes, to the people who are interested in spirituality, you can just tell them spirituality and you can give them few books. But who are not interested, you have to show them some real proofs. Paima guys are the real proofs because they are doing great in their lives. They are very happy, joyful, and successful in whatever they are doing. So you have to show them proofs. That's how we can inspire somebody. Wonderful.
Okay, I have a question. It's not me, it's my dad. But he asked, K, for all of your experiences you had, what's the essence you learned from them?
Yeah, we don't. We learn from experience. What we learn basically is what we see with our eyes is not the thing. There is something in the background. The reality is completely different.
Yeah.
We can only see the visible rays. We can't see the X-rays. You can't see the UV rays, microwaves, infrared, all those things. So we as human beings are very limited.
Telugu, em parvale. Hold on. I don't think you can see him, but yeah, that's my dad, guys.
హలో
చెప్పండి అంకల్.
ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ అన్నీ వచ్చినాయి కదా, వాటి నుంచి ఏం ఎసెన్స్ నేర్చుకున్నారు మీరు?
అవునండి. సో ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ నుంచి మనం ఏం నేర్చుకుంటామంటే మనం చూసేది మాత్రం నిజం కాదు, వెనకాల ఇంకో రియాలిటీ అనేది ఉంది అనేది మనకి తెలుస్తుంది అనమాట. అది కాకుండా నేను అదే చెప్పింది, మనం ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దగ్గర స్టక్ అవ్వకూడదు, మన రియాలిటీ ఏంటనేది మనం తెలుసుకోవాలి. సో మన ఋషులు కానీ శంకరాచార్య, మన ఋషులు పత్రిజీ కానీ ఏం చెప్పేదంటే, రమణ మహర్షి, వీ హ్యావ్ టు నో హూ ఆమ్ ఐ, నేను ఎవరు అనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఈ బాడీ మైండ్ ఏ పరిమితిలో కాకుండా మనం ఏంటి అనేది తెలుసుకుంటే మనం రియాలిటీలో ఉంటాం అనమాట. ఒక శ్లోకం ఉంటుంది అంకల్, అసతోమ సద్గమయ అంటే ఫాల్సిటీ నుంచి ట్రూత్ వైపు నడవాలి. తమసోమ జ్యోతిర్గమయ అంటే మనం డార్క్నెస్ అంధకారం నుంచి లైట్ లోకి వెళ్ళాలన్నమాట. మృత్యోర్మ అమృతంగమయ డెత్ నుంచి ఇమ్మోర్టాలిటీకి వెళ్ళాలి. మనం ఎలా వెళ్ళగలుగుతామంటే బాడీ చస్తుంది మళ్ళీ పుడుతుంది, కానీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు అంటే మనం తెలుసుకోవాలి చస్తుంది బతుకుతుంది, కానీ మనం అసత్యంలో ఉన్నాము. నిజం ఏంటి అనేది ఎలా తెలుస్తుందంటే మనం ఎవరని మనం తెలుసుకున్నప్పుడు. సో మెడిటేషన్ లో డీప్ గా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మనం ఈ ఆత్మ బ్రహ్మన్ ఇవన్నీ వర్డ్స్ అవుతాయి చెప్పినప్పుడు, కానీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లో వచ్చినప్పుడు మనకు అది రియాలిటీలో తెలుస్తుంది అనమాట. సో అది తెలిసినప్పుడు మనం సత్యంలో చూపిస్తాం అనమాట. అష్టతోమ సద్గమయ, తమసోమ జ్యోతిర్గమయ, మృత్యోర్మ అమృతంగమయ. బాడీ చేస్తుంది మళ్ళీ బతుకుతుంది, కానీ మన ఆత్మ అనేది మన కాన్షియస్నెస్ అనేది దానికి చావు లేదన్నమాట. సో అది మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. అండ్ ఆల్సో ఈ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ నుంచి కొంచెం నేర్చుకుంటాం, కానీ ఒక సెల్ఫ్ రియలైజేషన్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చెప్తా ఉంటాను నేను.
ఆ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇంట్యూషన్స్ వచ్చినాయి, ఇవన్నీ వచ్చినాయి, ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్ కి ఇది హెల్ప్ అయింది.
హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది, అవును.
దెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ గెటింగ్ హెల్ప్ ఫర్ ద ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్, వాట్ ద హెల్ప్ యూ గాట్ ఫర్ ద స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్?
స్పిరిచువల్ అవును అవును
స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్, ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్ ఇస్ లైక్ ఏ ఒక ఒకటికి పెరిగింది అంటే
అవును
ఇంకొకటి కూడా పెరగాలి, అప్పుడే బ్యాలెన్స్ అవుతుంది లైఫ్.
అవును 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 అవునండి.
ఈ ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ క్రియేట్ అయినప్పుడు వాట్ యు లెర్న్ ఇన్ స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్?
అదే ఇప్పుడు చెప్పా కదా అంకల్, స్పిరిచువాలిటీలో మనకు మనం ఏంటి అనేది తెలుస్తుంది. సో మనం ఈ బాడీ మైండ్ కాకుండా మనం ఒక కాన్షియస్నెస్ అంటే ఒక చైతన్యం అనేది ఒక ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లోకి వస్తుందని చెప్తాను.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అంటే, టాపిక్ ఏంటి అంటే ఇప్పుడు నీకు ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్లో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ వచ్చింది, థాట్, ఈ ఇంట్యూషన్స్ వచ్చినాయి, మరి నీ ఆ ఇంట్యూషన్స్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ద ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్కి ఎందుకు వచ్చినాయి?
స్పిరిచువల్ గా కూడా వస్తాయి. ఇది ఫిజికల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, అది ఒక స్పిరిచువల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. టోటలీ ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మాత్రమే.
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అనేది ఏంటి అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ లెసన్ ఫర్ ద లైఫ్.
అవునవును, అదే చెప్తున్నా. నాకేం తెలిసింది అంటే నేను ఒక బాడీ మైండ్ ఎంటిటీ ఒకటే కాదు, ఒక చైతన్యం అనేది ఒక ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లాగా వచ్చింది. ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ నుంచి మనకు ఒక ఫియర్లెస్నెస్ అనేది వస్తుంది, అండ్ మనం ఏదైనా ధైర్యంతో చేయగలుగుతాము. అండ్ స్పిరిచువాలిటీలో వస్తే నేను ఎన్నో బుక్స్ చదివేవాడిని, స్పిరిచువల్ బుక్స్ కానీ. సో చదివే ముందు ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ నాకు ఉంది కాబట్టి ఆ బుక్స్ చదవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉండలేదు. ఆ బుక్స్ లో కూడా చదివినప్పుడు ఒక కన్ఫర్మేషన్ వచ్చింది అనమాట. సో ఫిజికల్ లైఫ్ లో స్పిరిచువాలిటీ హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది, స్పిరిచువాలిటీలో స్పిరిచువాలిటీనే హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది.
Well, yeah, he is satisfied with the answer. But yeah, thank you. So I
No,
think
I can again tell it in
no,
detail.
it's fine. Yeah,
No, because whenever somebody asks question, I want to really clarify it till because they asked me about shunyam and fullness. That's the difference. So you get help in the physical life because your extrasensory perceptions are opened. In the spiritual life, as your ESPs are already opened, you get the direct knowledge of the truth. So I had read so many books in my journey, but I had the real experience of it. Before reading the books itself, I know the truth, and the books were something like which were confirming my experience. So that's how spirituality helps spirituality.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we can wrap up with questions for now. And progressing, we will get into PIMA updates, the updates that help us stay connected, motivated, and that help basically move forward every day. Okay, here's an exciting update: the Pyramid Music Meditation Fest 2. This will be held from 3rd July to 5th at Tamil Nadu. Enjoy 10 live concerts by 20 plus musicians, meditation sessions, and inspiring talks on music and spirituality. Registrations are open now, and those who wish can also support the event through contributions. Don't miss out on this unique experience. Next up, the Awakening Youth Fest 2026, our global event. From July 31st to August 2nd at Pyramid Valley, Bangalore, over 1,000 young minds, ages 16 to 35, will unite to reflect, recharge, and reinvent. Get ready for meditation, music, wisdom, and a powerful global gathering. It's a movement. Do not miss it. For those who are unable to attend but would still like to support this wonderful initiative, you can always contribute through UPI using the donation details shared in the group. Every contribution, big or small, helps this event make it more possible. Now, to end it, thank you
Yeah.
everyone for attending this amazing Spark session, and thank you, Anna. Jenny Lee, I'll tell
So
you.
wait. Somebody asked a question. Can we predict future? Yeah, you can predict future. So basically, meditation helps your life make better. There is, I told you, physiological, neurological changes, and also proofs of quantum physics, how it proves the consciousness. And also, when you go into higher levels, you can see future. You can see the past lives, and all. I had done it. You can also do it. And then instead of seeing the future, you can also create it. As I told, everything is a wave. You can collapse it into matter. There are parallel realities concept. I'll tell you another time. And then don't stuck in experiences. These things, astral, causal, and all. I have done a lot of these things. I, some are scary, some are good, and all. But our goal is to reach the supreme consciousness or have the self-realization. So when you realize who you are, you become unlimited. Your potential is infinite, and you always be blissful, not just happy, blissful. So, having self realization is the motto or the end goal of spirituality. So, by not getting stuck in any of these levels, we'll move towards that. So, by these things, I end the speech. I end my talk. So, as I told, I don't take online classes because I like discussions. Because I don't want to like feel like a speaker or anything. Because all are my friends. And also, it's been like a large gap, and I've been not slept since 2 3 days. I had two shifts in my hospital. Even today, there was a polio day, so I was there till 6. So,
But then,
thank you for listening. We'll catch up again.
sure.
Yeah,
Well, I've learned a lot. Technically, it's been 2 years since I learned biology, and I'm not a science student at all. I do not like science. So, yeah, I've learned a lot, science and spirituality. It was an amazing session. I think everyone was intrigued. And
thank
yeah,
you.
hope everyone has a good night. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.